With Divine's grace and Guru's grace, I am continuing my journey, and together we will enjoy hearing about a text called Tirukkolur Penpillai Rahasyam. Tirukkolur is a name of a place near Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu, and it is also a Divya Desham, and it is a birthplace for a famous Alvar called Madhurakavi Alvar. Tirukkolur Penpillai Rahasyam is a text in which there is a conversation between a lady and Sri Ramanuja, who is a philosopher and saint in Vaishnavism. The story goes like this. Sri Ramanuja with his disciples will be entering Divya Desham. And it is recommended that in our lifetime we try to see 108 Divya Deshams and also try to spend some parts of our lives in some Divya Desham. He is entering the Divya Desham called Tirukkolur, and this Tirukkolur Penpillai, I was told that by my research that she is selling curd. She is leaving the place. And Ramanuja asked this lady, when people would love to enter the city, a Divya Desham, why you are leaving this place? In a reply to him, she talks 81 sentences. She says, after finishing each sentence, she says, I am not competent to stay in this place. I don't have the qualities of the person about whom she is going to describe in every sentence. So, as the first sentence, today we will look into this. அழைத்து வருகிறேன் என்றேனோ அக்ரூரரை போலே. She is going to talk about Akrurar, and at the end of the story she will say, I have not done a few things like Akrurar, hence I am leaving this place. Now we will start understanding this story and try to find out what Akrurar did. Let us quickly get into Bhagavata Puran and try to look into Sri Krishna Bhagavan's Jananam. Kamsa was driving the chariot of his cousin sister Devaki and Vasudev after their marriage. It was a very joyful occasion for everybody, and as the procession was going on, Kamsa was told by a voice that the 8th child which will be born to Devaki will kill him. As soon as he heard the sentence, he was shocked, and in the fit of anger, he was about to kill Devaki and Vasudev. Till now he was so pleasant and he himself was driving the chariot, but the moment he came to know that the 8th child is going to be the enemy, he decided to kill them. Then Vasudev says, don't do this mistake and commit any sinful act. We'll hand over our children to you as soon as they are born. With that agreement, the story moves forward. Both Devaki and Vasudev were put in a jail, and as and when every time when the child was born, it was given to Kamsa and he was killing. The time for 8th child came and the 8th child was delivered by Devaki, and nobody knew in the surroundings, especially Kamsa did not know the arrival of the 8th child. The 8th child was Lord Krishna himself, and as soon as he was born, he gave instructions to Vasudev. He tells Vasudev, you please take me and leave me in Gokulam where Yashoda and Nandagopa are living. And there will be a girl child which will be born to Yashoda, and bring that child to Mathura. Quickly, the action starts. Vasudev carries that child, crosses the river Yamuna, reaches Gokulam, he puts Lord Krishna there and he brings the girl child back to jail. And as soon as the child entered, it starts crying, and all the guards woke up, and Kamsa comes into the prison. And he was about to kill the child. He raises his knife. At that time, the child escapes from his hand, and she gives the darshan with eight hands. She is Vishnu Maya herself. She tells Kamsa, the eighth child which is going to kill you is not here. It's not me. You find out where it is. Saying so, she disappeared. Now the anxiety starts for Kamsa. He doesn't know now where the eighth child is dropped, and he started searching. In that process, day by day, his life was getting very jittery because the enemy is born and his days are numbered. He sends a few asuras and rakshasas to end the child's life, but he was clueless. One day, sage Narada comes and meets Kamsa. They were both talking, and Kamsa was telling Narada, sage Narada, I did not know how it happened. I had kept guards near the prison, and when I went to cut the eighth child, it was not a boy, it was a girl, and that also it was Vishnu Maya. I don't understand the proceedings. I don't know how it could have happened with that kind of a guarded place. This was with this kind of surprise Kamsa was discussing with Sage Narada. And Sage Narada gave Kamsa the clue that the child which was going to be the person who is going to kill Kamsa is in Gokulam. Krishna and Balarama are their names. And Kamsa calls a few people in his court, and he held discussions, and he decided to send Akrurar to bring the boys from Gokulam to Mathura. Akrurar is the minister in Kamsa's cabinet. The name Akrurar itself is a meaningful name. Krur means cruelty. Akrurar means a person who is not capable of being cruel. So Akrurar was that kind of a person. On the one hand, he understood why Kamsa was calling the boys to Mathura. But on the other hand, he was so sure that Lord Krishna, who is the avatar of Vishnu, can never be killed. So he decided, and he was also so excited to have darshan of Lord Krishna and Balaram. He takes his chariot and he moves to Gokulam from Mathura. The boys were ready, and he took permission from the parents and he brought the boys back to Mathura. On the way, he had to cross a river and he took bath, and he was so devoted to Lord Krishna, and it was his devotion which made him take darshan of Krishna and Balaram in the form of Lord Vishnu and Adisesha. So he was extremely fortunate to have the darshan, and he was very much thrilled that he could take darshan in this fashion. He came back with the boys and handed the boys over to Kamsa. Now Mathura is getting ready, and Kamsa was making arrangements to kill these boys with a few methods which he had decided. He had told Akrurar to go and call those people who are in Gokulam that Dhanur Yagam will be performed, and they are all invited. So under the pretext of performing some yagam, Kamsa had devised some methods to end the lives of Krishna and Balaram. This is the story. And Akrurar played the crucial role in bringing Krishna and Balarama from Gokulam to Mathura. So this portion of the story ends, and Tirukkolur Penpillai is going to say that she was not devoted like Akrurar, and she didn't perform any such act in bringing Lord themselves, Lord himself from one place to the other. So she says, I don't have the required qualification to stay in this place, hence I am leaving. So there are about 81 sentences, and we are going to hear so many anecdotes. We'll go to the next episode very soon.